Hi, I'm Juanita from Nearby Artisans, and yesterday I was getting ready to get some signs together because the craft fair season has pretty much started, and I wanted to put together some things that I had. And as I was putting signs together, I realized that I didn't have room for a lot of them. And I thought, how can I let people know at these craft fairs the things that I can do or the things that I have available in my inventory without taking all of them there. And I thought I could do a mock-up of signs. So what I did is, and these aren't the ones that I'm actually using. I'm using things that I have. This is just to show you, like I took pictures of a couch, and I took pictures of some other couches that I found, and I took pictures of my actual signs that I had, because I don't want to have something on here and then reproduce it and have it be different from what they're expecting. So I actually took pictures of my own signs and canvases. And then like this right here is just a piece of cardstock, and I scanned it in. The same thing with this one here, just cardstock. And now I'm going to go ahead and make this to look like a wall. And I'm going to try to size these to where they actually look like they could be a living room. So this is a nice leather couch, and these are all PNG files. This is my couch, but these are all PNG files, and you can find them and just bring them in to your Silhouette software. I actually took these into my Cricut software, but it's having problems right now, so I'm going to show you all of this in Silhouette. But I pulled these PNG files into Cricut because it is so easy to get rid of the outside edge of a PNG file in Cricut. Although I think this one and this one, this one and this one didn't have a background. So when I pulled those into Silhouette, I didn't have to do anything to them. But now I can have this here in a portfolio. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my several sheets of cardstock, and I'm going to take more than these two. Like I'm going to take maybe colors that I think someone might have for wall colors. So I could just even take a stack. In fact, there are cardstock stacks that do look like they're wallpaper. Some of them even have the wooden chair rail that goes across here. And so you could take a stack and just display them. Now, I'm going to affix this to a piece of metal, and I'm going to put little pieces of magnets on the back of these so that I can pull them up and take them off and show people. You could also just get this set up like this, and you could just print this whole thing out and just have the one paper, and you could have these in a book. You could have one of those books that have the page protectors in it, or you could have this in a portfolio. You could have this on one of those trifold things that like kids have at science fairs, or an easel. So there's a lot of options of what you could do. And I would try to make this to size, like that's probably for a wall that size, that would look good. And now I can take my signs and I could put them, and again, I would take a picture of this and I would try to size this. I would try to scale everything. That way they're not getting something bigger than they think, or, that doesn't look quite right once they get it home. And again, this is more for people to be able to see what you have there, but they also know what you can make. And if you have a job that you go to, or if you go to your kid's school, church, you could take this book with you and people can see the things you can make. You can't take a sign everywhere, but you could take a little book. So I would probably match this more to their coloring. But if you are using paint, of course you can use any color. You could even get a color here, pull a color in, get the hex code. It would pop up here. Like if I got a little color here, it would pull up the hex code for that. And then I could take that to a paint store and get that paint matched. But anyway, so this is the leather, and I just typed in leather sofa. But like here, this again is a what this would look like. Now, I would take, like I said, only pictures of my, I would take pictures of things that I actually have. I wouldn't try to show them something and then go home and do it. But you can take the pictures and scan them in, and then just, you know, they'll see what you have. The thing you will duplicate are these, like right here for that, for my house. I would have a different color of the frame, but I might have something, I might have a frame a little smaller. And you can get the dimensions online because most sofas are the same size, and you could just put in like the 1 inch for 1 foot, and that way you would get your signs a better, you would get better sizing. Now this is a picture of a canvas, just one of my white canvases that I took. And you could put words in here, but again, this is a frame I downloaded. I would actually use frames that you have, pictures that you have, and signs of yours, and but then put them together with this. And like, maybe even I make a couple, so I'll just go ahead and get a copy of this. Maybe I'd have 2, and they would have little sayings on them, and then they could see how that would look. And I think that people are more likely to buy something, at least I am, if you can kind of see like, oh, that really does look nice. Like you could have these 2 on the side, and if you're someone who makes wooden crosses, maybe a cross in the center of here, 2 sayings, you know, sayings on these 2 canvases, and show people. Or you could even have just your text that you type out here. A lot of people are putting things right directly on their walls. So you could type it out, what that would look like, maybe, you know, their family name, the whatever, established, and then have that on their wall. You could also like see that, and you can kind of see, again, you're using your actual things, but they can kind of see, you know, how that would look. It's more appealing to be able to see what you're getting. This is more that farmhouse style. It's very popular right now. And then there's the other option of this. And then you could just use all of your different papers that are your own. And then you could also just have just your sign. Like this is how that would look, maybe in a corner. Or take a picture of your door, or a couple of doors, your doors and your neighbor's doors, if they give you permission, and have a door here, and then have your sign. Again, have it scaled to the door, and show them like what that would look like. You could probably even scan in get PNG files, some plants in pots here, and put them there. And you could help people decorate. Go to your decorating stores near you and show them what you can do and what you can do with these. Maybe here you would have this sign, and again, change the color of that based on their furniture and the things they like. Maybe even over here, and then something else here. But anyway, this just gives you some options of things that you can do to show people what you can make, this little mock-up, without having to carry all of your signs with you every time. Like this one here, if this was like right on the wall, you could show them that, and you could change the different colors and give colors a try. It's kind of bright, but if their colors of their home are say they're more of a, well, we can go down to options even and get colors. Say if they're more of this purplish, and then you can show them, and then you can go and duplicate that color in paint. If you're using vinyl, you are limited to only so many vinyls, and I have a previous video that shows you how to pull the vinyls, the vinyl choices in, and from different vinyl companies, and use your little thing here to click on the color you want, and that way you're getting an exact vinyl color. Of course, even vinyl, even pulling it up that way, you do have limitations based on your monitor and or your printer, if you print these things out and then you show people. But most people know that there might be a little difference. So what you could do is get samples. Stalls gives out a lot of samples. You could have samples and show them the actual true colors, or you could scan those colors in and see if they come up close to what you're seeing on the sample. You could see how different or how close they are. So anyway, this is just a nice idea for a mock-up, especially to take, in addition to the signs that you take to your craft shows or your sales. This just gives you another option of being able to show more of what you have or what you can make, or you can even kind of customize while you're there if you have something like this. I don't take my laptop or my iPad with me to sales, so I would only have this. And this is some ways you can do this. Again, I said I'm going to attach mine to metal and have these little magnets on the back, but you could also take these and you could laminate them and then maybe put some double stick tape on the back. You could take sticky notes, those sticky note pads, cut off just the glue part, and then tape that glue part to the back of these, and then you can stick them over and over again for a while, and when they're not sticky anymore, especially if they're laminated, just pull them off and put another one on. So anyway, this just gives you another option of ways that you can sell. And when you're selling these, you can go to my Nearby Artisans website and get listed there. It's basically a directory for crafters. It's for people that make things handmade, and let the people in your community know that you're there. Let other crafters know that you're there. And I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.